is that they've heard too much that they can't to now believe that they can. But the good news is that if words can shake your confidence, words can shape your confidence. Come on now. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Pursuit of Excellence family, where you'll learn how to develop students' life skills, mindset, and character. So recently, we've been talking about how to motivate students to adopt a growth mindset. And today, we're going to continue talking about that. Because if you're an educator past 2020, like you're still in education, after everything that happened in 2020, that means that you care a lot about students and you believe in students and you see how important it is for them to grow. But we realize that it's not enough for you to care about your students. It's not enough for you to believe in your students. But we've got to get to a point where we have students believing in themselves as well. That's what's going to lead to maximize growth. And that's what's going to lead to them achieving their full potential. I love to tell stories, so check this out. When I was younger, I don't remember this, but my mom tells me this all the time. When I was younger, she was teaching me how to write my name. And my name is Daryl, D-A-R-Y-L. I don't have two R's and two L's, and I don't do all that. I spell it the right way, D-A-R-Y-L. And she was teaching me how to write my name, and I guess she was teaching me in all caps. So she said, all right, the first letter is the letter D. It's just a line down and a big belly. Can you try? So I went and I got my pencil and I tried a line down and a big belly. She's like, you did it, good job, congratulations. And I felt good about myself. She said, okay, now the letter A is just like a tent. It goes up, down, and a line across. And I took my pencil, went up, down, line across. She's like, yeah, you did it, congratulations, celebrating me and excited. And I was like, I did it. And then she said, all right, the letter R is tricky. I don't know if you're gonna get it right the first time. It's kind of tricky, okay? Pay attention. It's a line down, a belly, and then a kick. So I got my pencil and I put the line down. And as I went to do the belly, I said, oh, I can't do it. She said, no, go ahead and try. And I picked up my pencil and I said, I can't do it. And she says that at that moment, I was her first child. And she said at that moment, it was a huge growth shift for her in how she parents, because she said she realized at that moment that because she let me know this was gonna be hard, because she told me that I might not get it, because she told me that it was gonna be tricky, I made up in my mind before I even tried that this is not gonna be something that I'm able to do. It's not that I wasn't capable, it's that I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident enough to write the letter R because my mom told me that it was going to be hard and I was afraid to fail. I wanted that success that I had over the letter D and the letter A. I didn't want to feel the failure of the letter R, so I didn't even want to try. And when we think about the students that we teach, we wonder how to motivate students who don't care. But I want to challenge that. Maybe it's not that they don't care. It's not that they're not capable. It's that they're not confident. Because somebody in the past told them that they can't. Either explicitly, because there's still teachers out there that exist. Believe me now, there's still teachers out there that exist that tell students that they can't. That tell students they won't amount to anything. That tell students that they're not good enough. There's still those teachers. So maybe they were explicitly taught that they're not good enough, or maybe subliminally by teachers or parents that are giving them things that are too hard for them and not supporting them enough to be able to master it. And now they're setting them up for failure. So now they're having this feeling and an experience of failure and they're believing, I can't do this. So now, after years and years of hearing that I can't and feeling that I'm not capable, you sit me down on the first day of school and you tell me a growth mindset lesson and I'm supposed to believe in myself. Well, first of all, that's why that doesn't work. We talked last week about the fact that just giving a lesson on the first day of school or the first week of school about a growth mindset, how that's not enough, right? That's why I designed a resource, a 5-part resource that's designed to be used throughout the whole school year to constantly remind students how to develop a growth mindset. Because just giving them a growth mindset lesson at the beginning of the year and then wondering why they lost it in June is like eating a waffle for breakfast and wondering why you're hungry by dinner time. So check that resource out in the description below. So yeah, after years and years and years of students hearing that they can't and believing that they can't and being afraid to try, some of us think that it's gonna take the first week of school of introducing a growth mindset lesson that's gonna have students turn it around. But no, you can tell me that you believe in me, but I don't believe in me. I can't do this. No, I tried that before. So go ahead and you do your thing. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna act out in class, right? So go ahead and you do your thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn my camera off and put myself on mute, right? So go ahead and do your thing and I'm gonna go ahead and check out. I'm not even gonna show up. This is what we're seeing from students, and we're assuming that it's because they're not capable, but it's because they're not confident. And I'm a firm believer that with enough practice and hard work and determination, that a healthy, appropriately functioning brain can learn anything. So it's not that they're not capable, it's that they've heard too much that they can't to now believe that they can. But the good news is that if words can shake your confidence, words can shape your confidence. Come on now. I'm talking about positive self-affirmation. We've got to have students speaking positivity, right? We've got to have students speaking life over their situation. That's how you counteract the negativity. That's how you counteract the years of naysaying. It's literally like you're trying to verbally rewrite history. When I was in the classroom, we started off every single class with a daily affirmation. I would project it on the board, and when students came in, before we started to do now, we would start with our daily affirmation. I had to start with the affirmation because I needed to make sure that they built up their confidence before I tried to assess their competence. I'm gonna share with you the exact affirmation that I used in my 6th grade class a couple of years ago, and I'm gonna break it down for you to show you the steps that were involved in creating it and how intentional I was about the words that I chose to use. So just for some background information, the school that I taught in was in a low-income area, and the students that I taught were historically poor-performing students, especially when it came to math. Some of my students' favorite phrases were, "I can't." And that's just for the students that decided to speak, because a lot of them, as soon as I put the work up, they put their head down. And they decided, I'm just gonna give up before I even try. No reason or anything at all. I'm just gonna give up before I even try. I knew that the affirmation had to address their self-esteem, their confidence, and their work ethic. Here it is. Here's how we would start off every single class. The students would stand up behind their desk. We would, in unison, say, "I am amazing. I love myself and the skin that I'm in. When things get tough, I get tougher. I eliminate excuses and search for solutions. I can be watched, mocked, and temporarily blocked, but I cannot be stopped." Look, I'm not saying that once students recited this, that they became a superhero. What I am saying is, when you speak these kind of positive things over your life daily, you start to believe it. I did put it up on the board every single day, but after about a month of reciting it, students had memorized it. And once they memorized it, it became not just another thing that we do, but it became a building block in the culture of my classroom. So that when I would walk by a student's desk and a student would I ask him what he was doing and he would give me an excuse, I'll say, "Is that an excuse? What do we do with excuses?" "We eliminate excuses." And then what? "And search for solutions," right? It became a part of my class. When I would walk by a young lady's desk and say, "Why is your pencil down?" It's like, "It's hard." Oh, it's tough? But what? "But I'm tougher." Yeah, you're tougher, right? So it became an ongoing conversation, and it built up their self-esteem, and it built up their confidence, and it built up their work ethic throughout the school year. And at the end of the school year, these students exceeded growth. And I'm not saying that it's all because of this single affirmation. I was also an amazing math teacher. But I'm not saying that it's all because of this one affirmation. I'm saying because what this does to your mindset, and what this does as just one piece of the puzzle starts to develop a mindset of, I believe in myself and I'm gonna give this a try. And listen, all I need is some willingness, and I can take willingness and turn it into mastery. And I have so many different resources and tools that I can share with you to help build students' life skills, mindsets, and character. So go ahead and subscribe to make sure that we are on this journey to pursue excellence together, right? Now, that affirmation was for my students and in their specific circumstance. Your students may not need that exact affirmation. So rather than just taking mine, maybe you need to create your own. My students needed to work on self-esteem, confidence, and work ethic. Maybe your students need to work on punctuality, prioritization, and self-care. I don't know. But every classroom is different, and every group of students is different, so all their needs are going to be different. So you need to learn how to make a affirmation that is tailor-made for your students in their situation. And I feel like this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm not going to tack it onto this. We're gonna make a part 2, and I'm gonna put this into another video on how to make an affirmation for your students, because I really believe and I truly know what impact this can have on the students and their growth and the development of their growth mindset. Now, if you want to use mine, I'm gonna link the PDF in the description below so that you can go ahead and get it, and you can use it exactly as is. You can project it on the screen for your students, for those that are in class, or you can share the screen on Zoom for those that are virtual. But ultimately, I just want this to be something that we use for our students to help build that positivity within them and start helping them to understand that they are capable and they are amazing. Look, my passion is to see students grow. So whatever it is that I can do to help give you the tools and resources to help students grow, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do, because ultimately I feel like that's my purpose, to help encourage others, to encourage their students, to help improve their life skills, mindset, and character. So go ahead and check out that resource. And remember, if that's not for you, we're gonna learn how to make our very own affirmation in an upcoming video, so be on the lookout for that. But remember, you are literally trying to rewrite history. Years of being told that they can't. Now they have to start believing that they can. It's not gonna happen in a day. But stick with it and you'll start to see that mindset shift, because excellence is not the exception. It's our expectation. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.